What's going on, guys? We are live. We are live. What's going on, Lord Mafka? Call in, Lord Mafka. Uh, what's going on, guys? It's just a live stream. Want to talk with the guys. Hopefully, young Seco calls in. Yep. We are live. You guys make sure you tune in. We are live. I love having these discussions. What's going on, guys? Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's going on, guys? I hope everybody's doing all right today. A scrap before? Uh, Almost when I was in middle school. You know, it's rough life. Hopefully you guys doing all right today. You know, what's going on? What's today? Thursday? Yep, today is Thursday. Yep. What are my thoughts on gambling and trading to make money? I say do gambling and trading at your own risk. Yep, Life of Hell Incorporated. Yep. What's going on? Yeah, we on the road. We almost to 7K. I just been hanging in there working, man. Just trying to stay busy. I hear you the movies by yourself, man. I know how it is. Yep. Shouts out DBR. I want to give everybody their flowers. Shouts out everybody that's in these types of positions. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate all the support. You know, I watch a lot of guys that are in these types of positions. It's tough, the life that some people live. You know, the world is a real hateful place. I didn't even know that DBR was leaving YouTube. You know, a lot of people will try to make it seem like the world is a loving place. The world is not a loving place. The world is only a loving place for the genetically superior. You know, I truly do believe as the years go on, I do believe that there will be more undesirable men. Oh, thank you, man. Rashawn Blackfield said, I enjoy watching your vids. It gives me relief. Thank you, man. It's a world, yeah, it's paradise for attractive people. You know, this is one of the reasons to why I don't see how people can turmoil and sadness in the world. How people has faith in power. And just look at the world. Would I ever join the pop balloon show? I truly believe that if I was on that pop balloon show, I probably would, it'd go ugly for me. I know it'd go ugly for a lot of dudes. It really would. The truth of the matter is, man, is that, life is it's just not gonna be a breeze for some people. You know, life is a breeze for some people, but it's gonna be constantly hard for some people. And I know people want to make it seem like uh that things are going to be great for everyone. You know, that's what a lot of religious people will try to tell you. But things are not going to be great for everybody. What's going on, LaSwan? You know, what's going on, Lord of Mafka? What's going on, man? Yep. Yep. It's crazy out here. It's a wild life. Yep. Yep. It's a crazy reality. The pop balloon, those instant, because I know that it's 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 only for a select few of guys. Yep. I wouldn't even feel comfortable going on that pop balloon show. I feel like if you're not a dude, like, if you're not some, really attractive dude, you setting yourself up for failure for real going on that pop balloon show. Yeah, oh, thank you, man. It's wow. I just don't understand. 100% rejection rate, man. I can relate. It's been rough since the beginning for some dudes. Yeah, it's rough. A lot of people don't want to talk about these kind of topics because I think the reason why a lot of people don't want to talk about these kind of topics is because these kind of topics. I think most people would find these kind of topics very offensive. You know, you know. But I feel these kind of topics right here don't talk about these kind of topics with ordinary men. Uh, Only talk about these kind of topics with dudes who are in your same position. You know, only talk to dudes who are in these same situations. I mean, I agree. These topics are just depressing. You know, you know, and, and some men have never been wanted. That's just the truth. I mean, if you're a dude who's never been wanted, you never will be wanted. I mean, a lot of people don't want to accept the fact that some guys will never have a wife. Um, that's the way it's gonna be for some dudes. I mean, anybody that's trying to tell a dude that's 35, 40 that they have a shot, you don't, at a certain age, it's just over because it's all about your foundation. It's all about how you start out. You know, it's all about how you start out. And one thing I'm a firm believer of is that if you never been wanted, you never will be wanted. You know, and I had to come to the terms and understand that you will think that family members love you. No, I don't talk to Kent. Um, I think, he was one of the lucky dudes and his life turned around. Um, but I just know that there's not a light at the end of the tunnel for some guys. And, you know, I just I just wish that people would understand that you know, for a lot of these guys, yeah, the unreal man, I've seen some of those videos. You know, the advice that people give dudes that are in these positions is just asinine and dumb because um, you know, you can't convince somebody that's 40 years old, or dudes that's 50 who never been desired that they gonna get a wife and kids. It's not gonna happen. You know, it's not gonna happen for them. It's just not gonna happen. You know, it's funny how people like to tell dudes that are in these positions that you just got to change your mindset and you'll find somebody. If you 35, you ain't finding nobody. I mean, think about it. If you didn't find nobody at 15, why would you find somebody at 35? I mean, that don't even make sense. You know? I'm just talking about dudes that are in their 30s and 40s. Men in their 30s and 40s are done for. Because one thing I noticed the pattern with a lot of these dudes, they never been wanted even in their prime. You got to use common sense. If you was a loser in your prime, when you was in middle school, high school, you're going to be a loser forever. What's going on, Seco? You're going to be a failure forever. I mean, at 15 and 16, a lot of these dudes wasn't desired at 15 and 16. I mean, you got dudes that was getting it in at 15 and 16. They was screwing females at 15 and 16. I mean, it started early for some dudes. I mean, it started early for some dudes. And I'm a firm believer that if you was never one of those types of dudes that was getting it in early, it's completely over. It's a done deal. You've lost as a man. For real. Would I date an unattractive? I didn't even see. Would I date an unattractive woman? Yeah. Some guys just gonna have to settle for what they can get. And one thing my dad always told me, my dad always said, if you don't have certain things by a certain age, when you got people telling you at a young age that, chicks ain't gonna dig you. Because I remember when I was a teenager, my daddy told my stepbrother, that chicks would dig him. He was a light-skinned dude, got that good hair. My daddy told my stepbrother that chicks would like him. But he told me chicks wouldn't be feeling me at 14 because I wasn't light-skinned. But you know what? Looking back on that now, being light-skinned don't have nothing to do with being attractive. Some dudes just don't look good to women. They just not attractive. And I don't like guys who try to tell dudes, you got to change your way of thinking. What is that going to do? If you a dude and you've been losing your whole life when it comes to women, if you've been losing your whole life, why would you have an optimistic mindset if you've been losing your whole life? If you've been losing your whole life, you shouldn't expect no goodness. You're going to continue to lose. You're just going to continue to lose. You're just going to continue to lose. And that's just the truth. I just posted the link in the chat so Lord Mafka and young Seco can call in to call in, could call in. I mean, Baraka, he knew that it was over from him from day one. And it's sad that Baraka took himself out the way he did. But the thing is, Baraka, he knew that women wasn't attracted to him. Same with Renegade. Those dudes knew that chicks wasn't attracted to them. You know, it's just sad the way those dudes went out. Anybody that want to call in can call in. It's just sad that dudes had to be in these types of bad positions. It's so terrible. Yeah, Baraka was real. Baraka used. That's why I used to love talking to Baraka, because he felt defeated. That's one reason why I love talking to him. He felt extremely defeated. You know.
Hello? Can
What's
you hear
going
me?
on now?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's good, Savvy
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
I wanted to
Uh,
talk to you, man. Oh
oh
man.
yeah, it's good. We got to talk.
Yeah, man. These women out here nowadays, it's no joke, man. This black pill stuff is definitely real. I don't see why people keep denying it.
Yeah, it's bad out here. Like I used to really think that your appearance didn't matter to people, but I'm seeing that if you have a lot of bad experiences in life, it's got to be because of your appearance.
Exactly. Because you have these people telling you, oh, just work on your personality, but that's not going to change your face or your height or how attractive you are. Like the video
The,
I
op-
did. Yeah.
the opposite is true. I just got in the last minute. Thanks for adding me, savvy guys.
Oh, no problem.
I'm Donnie Tyler. What's your name? With the wheel circle.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool,
Laura
by the way.
Master.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear your name. Could you
Yeah.
say it again?
Yeah, it's Laura Mafka. You can just call me that. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Laura Mafka. I'm Donnie Tyler. I was in that live stream back at New Year's 2022. I don't know if you remember, savvy guy.
I think I might remember, yeah. This was a while back ago.
Oh shit, a lot happened, but I couldn't agree more. Yeah, the black pill is law. Personality is BS. In fact, the opposite is true. What they should say is become as good looking as you possibly can. Then you could just do whatever you want. You could be Mr. Nice Guy. You could be Mr. Savage, abuser. You could be hippie, lazy, scam artist, effeminate. If you're hot,
Yeah.
women will like you, whatever you do.
Exactly. And these women love to use the excuse
Yep.
like, oh, his personality isn't good enough. I don't want him because he's not nice enough. When these women are out here dating just the bottom of the barrel men, all because they're attractive. There are so many men that have done horrendous crimes in the past. Some of these serial killers like Richard Ramirez, like these guys did horrible stuff. Ted Bundy. And
Going
yet
on,
these
Seco.
women were just all over these guys.
And Bristophilia is a bitch.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on? Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
you there? Savvy guy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. What's going
Yeah.
on, buddy?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
What's going?
Doing all right. How
Oh,
you
I'm
doing?
good.
I'm good, man. Brandon, I just thought I tune in to your live stream. Call in, bro.
Oh yeah. I know you said you wanted to call in. Yes, it's a rough situation.
Yeah. Laura,
Savvy guy.
I was just
Oh,
gonna
I'm
say,
sorry.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was just gonna say, Laura's Master, man. Me and
Yeah.
Oreo, man, we've been watching your YouTube for a while, man, and we really enjoy your content, bro. You really be exposing a lot about these women, but a lot of stuff. Me and Brandon, we already knew.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you have
Salute to you guys.
a very great channel.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I always appreciate the support, man, because I think we really do need to start exposing these chicks more. I know we have videos on it out there, but I think we need it from more like of a black pill lens, because we already got that red pill stuff, which we know this doesn't work, man.
Right. Yeah, a lot of females
Oh
they
yeah.
they lie about a lot of things, man. But it's real good that we have brothers like yourself in this type of community that
Oh yeah.
expose
Yeah.
type of females for who they really are.
Yeah, that's why I think Savvy, yeah, you had commented on the video with the girl I was talking to on
Oh
the
yeah,
live call, and you saw how she kept dancing around. Yeah, the answer's like, oh, he has to have a personality, like I want
yeah,
him to
that's my
just
Yeah.
be.
yes.
Yep,
Females don't care nothing about your personality if you ain't attractive,
exactly.
Yep, that's so true.
and that's what
Yep.
Brandon. I've been, we've been talking for years since 2017, and that's what we've been saying since then. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but
Yeah.
that's the sad part, man. Like a lot of these females nowadays, even with some of these attractive men you see, they aren't safe. Like
Yeah,
they're
they
being
struggle
exposed
as
to
well.
dark female nature.
Yeah, they having issues with women as well. These guys that y'all call Chad or Tyrone, whatever
Yeah,
Like the
I'm
Chads will
Oh
get to
yeah.
have sex with the girl, but after a while, she'll want to do the same shit with another guy. Like chicks can get bored so easily, even if you're what they want. I don't know, but
Yeah.
at least the hot guys will at least get a fucking chance. Like if you're sub 5, you're not even getting that far. Like
I mean, the
Yeah.
darkest part about it really is you could be like into a woman, like a guy could be attractive and all that, and she's still gonna ghost him because I think it's just that's female hypergamy at work here.
it's just the
These
nature
women
of
don't
it.
care about men.
I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
again.
they don't.
How you go ahead, man?
All right, just giving my take on that is because they have too many options. Females
Yeah.
have hella options, so it's like you can't really put all your hopes in a female on a date or anything.
Hmm.
She'll like you one day and be gone the next. So
Yeah, that's why I say, like I'm starting to think it's no reason for men to even bother just entertaining any female energy because you already know what's gonna happen. Like Savvy guy's been saying
Right.
for years, like you already know it's done
And I
for.
feel guys got
it's savvy, you there? Hello?
to look at, you got to pay attention to past.
Savvy guy, you going in and out.
Yeah.
Okay, we can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Yeah, it was pausing up for a minute. Yeah, I think guys got to pay attention to patterns too.
Yeah, they most certainly do. You're definitely right, Brandon.
Yep.
If you're a
Facts.
guy, and you always had issues with females, then they don't like you. It's just that simple. A lot of guys they try to go to these BS dating coaches and try to figure out why
Mm-hmm.
women don't really like them like that. It's because they just not attracted to you. A lot of guys need to understand, get that through their heads, and
Yeah,
stop
because you
wasting their time on these frauds of dating coaches. I'm not gonna say no names.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because I know a lot of guys have been catching it since they were
Rollo
teenagers.
Tamale, Steve the Queen, Richard Coper,
I knew that was coming.
uh,
Well,
Yeah.
me
Like
Donovan
personally,
I
Sim.
I'm not gonna say no names, but F them. That's how I feel. I'm trying to be clean on Oreo Man's platform. I really want to
Sorry
be
Yeah.
about that.
really
Sorry
fair.
about that. The problem is, if it actually worked, they might have a leg to stand on, but they just spew so much BS. Like, I think my least favorite red pill point is the men age like fine wine lie, where it's
yeah.
like, unless you Leonardo DiCaprio or Chris Hemsworth, you're not aging like fine wine. And you
Exactly.
had to be desirable to be like those guys.
Yeah.
Like most men who hit their 30s, 40s, they don't get better. They don't get ass. They just pay for it more.
Yeah,
They
they
turn
start
it.
That's what I feel like.
balding,
That's what I feel
all
like.
of
A lot
that.
of these dudes should do. If you're a guy that struggle with women, why not just go pay for it? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of females that don't mind.
mo-
You know.
Most men.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead. No,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
I'm gonna
Well, I
let
was
you
Yeah.
going
go
to say,
ahead. Go.
most men turn into Bill Dotrieve. It was like, you ever watch King of the Hill?
I'm pretty
Fat.
sure everybody's seen King of the Hill. Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
like you got Bill, who's like fat and lonely and bald, and I mean, every now and then he gets some tail, but he can't keep any. But Boomhauer, he was always slaying because he was the best looking.
Right. Yeah.
And you got Dale Gribble over there, skinny and bald. He's raising
Mhm.
another man's baby and don't even know it. Just so obsessed with all the BS, he can't see the truth in front of him. You gotta look
Right.
like John Redcorn to be having them mixed babies.
Yeah. I mean, you look at dudes like Brad
Like
Oh,
who?
what did you say, Savvy
Brandon,
guy?
you said like who? Your thing was cutting in and out. You said who? Guys like who?
Brad Pitt. Hello. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess they had went out. Yeah, guys like Johnny Depp and dudes like Brad Pitt. They were always desirable to begin with. You know, if you ain't, I mean, if you ain't never been desired, I mean, yeah, that should tell you something right there.
Yeah, because I think most men can just tell from a young age, like you say, Savvy guy. But it's like I think men's false ego, they ignore this stuff because their parents are teaching them, "Oh, you're a handsome young man. You have time for that. Just focus on
Parents don't
school,
lie. You know what I'm
studying."
saying?
Yep,
If your
Some
that's
parents
how
mom,
they
will
your
be
do it
honest.
now.
Some
grandma, the
parents,
aunt, sorry.
I was gonna say, some parents will be honest with their kids though
Oh,
Hmm.
they
at a
will.
very
Like,
young age.
my dad. He told me at 14 that females wasn't gonna be attracted to me. So, yeah, you got some parents that are honest with their kids.
Yeah,
If your mom, your aunties, your grandma, or the old women at
The
church,
type
if
of
they're the
parents
only
I
ones,
had, you know what
if
I'm
they're the
saying?
only
They gonna
ones
let you
calling you
know.
handsome, you're not that handsome. But Oreo man, I
exactly.
love your classic video. Stop calling me handsome. If you ain't gonna take me, if you ain't gonna drop your drawers on me, stop
Oh
fucking
yeah,
calling me handsome.
that was back in 2015. Yeah,
Uh, yeah, because
yeah, I
were
think that
you
was about
being led on or something like were girls just flirting with you, but they wouldn't date you?
Well, you know how it is. They'll give you their number, and when you call them, it'll go to voicemail. Uh, you know, you send them a text, they'll ignore it, and they know they seen your text. They just don't want to respond.
Exactly. They're texting some other guy that's better looking, taller, giving him the time of the day. Meanwhile, we're sitting there twiddling our thumbs like, yo, where's this girl at?
Yeah,
Oh,
yep,
our boy froze out.
terrible.
Hey, Oreo man, are you okay? You sound like you're coughing. Are you a little sick?
I think I don't know. I think the seasons is hot. Yeah, my head was feeling a little clogged today. Yeah, but I'm not sick though. It's just I hope I'm not coming down with nothing.
Yeah, man, stay healthy there, man, because I think this weather, is trying to make us all sick.
Yeah.
But Oreo man, I guess I wanted to ask you, like, 'cause I didn't really have a dad. I was raised by a single mom, but I'm curious, like, your dad, like, do you feel like some of your lack of success
Oh,
might have come
you
from
broke
him?
you breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to step off for a minute.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna ask Savvy got something right quick too. Yeah, Savvy guy, I wanted to ask
Yep.
you. So over the years, how did you deal with like rejection from women? How were you
Yeah.
able to like
Oh yeah.
keep
What you
going
want to
like for
say?
so long?
Well, with this, well, I mean, I saw a lot. It's a lot of dudes that unchecked out. I think, um, with this situation, I mean, I know a lot of guys that's in these positions. They haven't taken themselves out. I
Yeah.
guess you just have to. I guess since I knew my situation at a young age, you know, I think that's what made me more accepting of this reality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I noticed, some of the younger guys that are coming on my channel, because I'm 25, right? So I'm getting there to your age, and they'll say, like, oh, people around me tell me, not to worry about dating, just focusing on study. I have time. When in reality, these men aren't looking at, time is passing them by. If they aren't getting women in their prime right now, I mean, it's pretty much a done deal for them, and what's going to be left over for him, because a lot of men like talking about like the whole looks maxing ascending thing. These men have to understand that it's not going to be really anything worth for them to get, because it's like I said before, if the attractive men are dealing with this, I mean, what do they think is waiting for them?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. I mean, this reality, I mean, I think a lot of guys should have just been told the truth about their situation
Yeah. Oh, you cut out, Savvy guy. What happened?
young. But I think you're a teen pretty much,
Yeah, you cut out again.
you know.
All right.
Oh yeah, I said from the time you're a teenager, you pretty much know how it's gonna play out for you.
Yeah. Because I think the
Yep.
problem is a lot of people get like their false hopes up, from people around them. And I think that stuff is even more brutal. And I'm gonna be making a video on that, on why people give men false hope, because I honestly think they give these type of men false hope in our situations, is because they just want to laugh at them. They find it entertaining when a man is suffering, especially these modern girls out here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And I just it's just bad it had to be this bad for some people. I
Yeah.
just don't think it's really fair that some people had to have it this bad in life.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like you said, a lot of guys have checked out. Like, I used to hear you talk about Baraka when I found the black pill like about 5 years ago. I was hearing you talk about Baraka, and then I had found Renegade #1. Rest in peace to both of them, Baraka and Renegade. So yeah, Renegade #1, I had found him. He was really breaking it down, So that's part of what inspired me to get into this, along with you, Savvy, and a lot of other black pillars.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's unfortunate in that other guy, that Pennsylvania incident back in 2009, that white guy. I
The,
remember that. Forgot
oh,
his
that's
name
not
though.
Elliot Rogers, right?
Elliot Rogers. I think that was California.
Oh yeah, that was Santa Barbara, yeah, in California.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's brutal out here for men, That's why I say, in this type of community, we got to come together, because I see some of these guys in the black pill spirit, just tearing at each other. It's like we got to come together, guys. Everyone else has pretty much already deemed us, to be somewhat of a threat, to speaking the truth and stuff. So we got to come together.
Yeah. And I noticed the only type of people that would ever understand your situation is people who are in this. I noticed you can't
Mhm.
talk about this type of stuff with certain guys.
Yeah, you talk about this with excuse me, coughing. You talk about some of this stuff with like let's say some normie type of guys, they're gonna just laugh at you. They're gonna be like, "What you talking about, man?" And might even start bullying. I had saw one guy too. He left a comment, said he was talking about this with his normie friends, and he got bullied for it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. You mention any type of black pill facts, you tell the reality about female nature, sooner or later, people are just gonna start trying to just come for your neck. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible.
And you know what's really fucked up? Like, as far as violence against women goes, most of it actually comes from the dudes getting women. Like,
Why? Yep. But that's the thing. It seems like women like those type of dark men as long as they're attractive. They actually like the very things, because a lot of women say political correct things, a lot of these liberalist mindsets. They say, oh, men should be more, caring, more understanding, when in reality, if you try and act like this girl's therapist, she's gonna leave you on red and go for the guy that's the douchebag and who's more hotter and attractive.
Yep, that's
I
so
mean,
true.
it starts early on, like with bullying. Girls love the boy that does the bullying over the guy who's getting bullied.
Yep. You
They
know, it's
say,
only. Oh, you go ahead.
I'm sorry, they say, I want equality, all this equality garbage. But if a man is smaller than her, weaker than her, makes less money than her, I mean, she'll fuck a broke Chad, but long run, all women want a man that makes more than them. There's what they say,
Oh
and then
yeah,
there's
that
what they do.
hypergamy. That
Yep.
hypergamy is real.
And that hypergamy is on ultra instincts level, man. I tell you. But even though I did a reaction video, it was women that were lining up ranking these guys together. I think maybe you would have seen it, Savvy, or I don't know if you saw it. They were ranking these guys up, right? And most of these guys were short except for this one taller guy. And the women were just putting down the short men all the time, making fun of their little beards and stuff, you know, talking about how they're too short, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So when you put the
yeah.
hype pill and the looks pill together, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's dark, you know. I remember I even did a video on, you know, this one woman, you know, was doing just dark stuff, you know, and I'm just keeping it PG, be respectful on your stream, Savvy guy. Let's just say, you know, she was like, it's just
Oh, thank
abusing
you.
animals, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's bad. It's crazy. Yeah, these women, they crazy shallow. Like if you ain't the top percentile of dudes, it's pretty much a done deal. And yeah, that's
Yep.
why I wouldn't dare talk about these kind of issues with certain dudes, because and I believe I never thought that people were as perceptive if they are as they are, because it was a dude that
Mhm.
I was hanging out with back when I was 19. I never mentioned any, that I wasn't desired by females, but he always told me, "Don't tell nobody we hung out."
Wow.
I,
That
I
is
think people are
brutal.
more perceptive than you think.
Yeah. Because when you think about it with the normies, I mean, they go for superficial things. So, you know, they're going to be expecting you to be a certain type of man. So, like I was telling one person, if you don't meet the standards for being a certain type of man that's, you know, really good looking, tall, you know, and let's not forget having money as well, you know, because a lot of women find that to be, you know, important, a guy's resource. So, if you don't have all those three things together, as long as
What's going on?
and with a social circle group, a lot of women are gonna look down on you, and people aren't gonna want to hang out with you. It's sad.
What was the topic? My phone had died. Well, I'm sorry about that. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about, you know, the stuff women go for, you know, and I was saying, you know, if you want a really attractive tall guy, if you don't got money, resources like that, and a big social circle, a group of friends who want to mess with you, you know, women, that's another thing they're gonna disqualify you for, and even other men aren't even gonna want to be friends with you. It's
Oh,
sad.
you know, a lot of dudes they just like
Yeah,
women
that's
to be
true.
honest. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
are.
it is what it is on that. To be honest with you, I wouldn't really want to have a lot of guy friends because you can't trust them either.
Exactly, because they'll throw you under
Nah,
the bus just to get
Yeah, they
some
will.
woman's validation.
They'll throw you under the bus to get some coochie.
Yep.
I already know.
they sure will.
Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah, then you got all these red pill men talk about, oh, men got to come together, just go to the gym, meet other men and talk. It's like, man, that's a waste of time.
nah, men. Nah,
Yeah,
men don't need to come together now.
Yep.
If they come together, they ain't gonna get along.
Yeah, you
I
got all
always
that
thought.
testosterone, all of that
I
stuff,
always
different
thought dudes. I always
mindsets.
thought dudes in these types of positions should come together, but I know that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I think only a few of us can come together. Like right now, how we're talking about this, you know, this is pretty productive. But as for the large majority of men, they aren't gonna come together with other men because they get their brain washed.
Other men don't give a fuck about it. I mean, don't care about each other. I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
and
trying to
that's
be
that,
clean.
that's what I. Yeah, that's what I had to remind myself of.
Yeah,
You know, that's what I had to understand. Like, as a man, people don't care about what you're going through.
They didn't care about they didn't care about what your boy Renegade went through. You seen what he did.
Oh yeah. People do
Shit.
not care, you know. That's why I had to learn, like,
Even your
whatever.
family don't care.
Nah, whatever issues you going through in life as a man,
You
I'm
just gotta suck
realizing.
it up and deal with it, bro.
I mean, unless
Yeah,
you find
all
some
you really
cool
got
people
is
that you can talk
yourself.
about that stuff with, you know.
I even know that from how family, is active with me, all
Yeah,
over
they don't
past
care.
issues.
You try to talk. You try to. A lot of relatives, they really don't care about you. That's a lot. That's what a lot of people need to understand. A lot of these relatives don't care about you. They don't
Nah, they
got your
sure
back.
don't care.
They'll be the main ones causing your issues in life.
Yep, that's why. That's why.
A lot of people need to accept that too. That relatives don't care. I know it's a harsh reality to accept, but that's the harsh reality of life. Relatives do not care. Especially it's even worse for you when you're black. When you black and
Yeah,
you're
that's
going
true.
through
I'm
this.
Yep.
5'11". That's how tall
Uh-huh.
I am. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they
I'm
don't
only
care.
6 foot, so that's not even a major difference.
Yep. Yep, especially when you're a black man.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
Most
like
nobody care
definitely.
about your problem.
you better have it, or you're nothing, all or nothing.
Yep.
Cruel world. But that's just the way
Yeah,
it is.
it's a rough one out here.
Yeah, very
And
bleak.
and 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 I used to think, growing up going to church and stuff, I used to think that was gonna do something for you. Nah, that
Mm-hmm.
ain't doing
That's a
nothing
lot
for
of fake
nobody
people
neither.
in. It's a lot of fake people in church, especially those black churches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I talked about in my other video, religion is just a scam. It doesn't change your life. They just want to keep you controlled, deluded, thinking something gonna get better just by praying. But you gotta change your own mind, and figure out reality for yourself. Praying in some
Yeah, that's
church
true.
all day ain't gonna do that.
Yep. That's so true. Yep. That religion, boy,
What has you got? A
it
lot
ain't
of
really
these
done
guys
nothing
got
for
to ask.
them.
A lot of these guys got to ask themselves, what has religion done for them? What has going to a church on Sunday done for them in their life? Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much nothing. If you look at these guys' lives, most of these guys, they stressed out, they depressed, they're suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And that's all a part of the program. And like if I remember in the scriptures, when I used to go to church with my grandmother, they say, oh, you need to live just a bad life on earth, and then you're gonna live a good life in the afterlife. When in reality, you should be living a good life and having good experiences now while you're breathing and conscious of this existence. There's no logic to it. The brainwashing is deep, man.
you know. But some people they ain't gonna never, they brainwashed so bad to the point where they gonna forever believe in that. Just like some of these dudes that's brainwashed with these dating coaches, they gonna
Mm-hmm.
forever go to a dating coach and try to get advice on how to attract more women. When in reality, the reason why you're not attracting women is because you're an unattractive male.
Yep. It's that simple. But when you
You know what
tell
I'm saying? A
people
lot
that,
of these guys, they try to make it seem like it's rocket science on why they can't attract women. It's simple. If you're a man and if you're a dude, you've always had issues with females from elementary, middle school, high school, college. It's because they don't find you to be attractive. It's that simple.
yep, facts.
And that's what I've been telling Brandon, ever since 2017. We've been locked in for a very long time. So
Um, Yeah, man. We shouts out to both of you guys. Everyone in this space, y'all are the OGs of this. So big respects to y'all.
yeah, a lot of guys didn't make it though, man.
Yeah. And there's gonna
Hopefully,
be a lot
hopefully it
more.
won't be no more. Hopefully, it won't be no more renegades or Baracas.
Yeah. But the sad thing is, we know a few of us, you know, that aren't that tough to keep enduring this because this lifestyle, it takes a toll on you.
Yeah,
You know,
especially
when you,
like I was saying earlier, especially when you're a black guy. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely
hmm
take a toll.
yeah, as a black man, you're literally in hell. You have nothing. It's just like the script. You are in hell. Let's like Savvy guys say, life of hell.
I can't hear Savvy.
Oh yeah.
Savvy, we can't hear you. Savvy. Brandon. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
Ah yeah. I think Savvy guy might be fixing this stuff. But yeah, I agree with you, man. You a black man, dude. You just all on you. Everything's just
Yeah.
on you.
I mean, I think things would be a little bit way more different if guys, well, let's say if a guy was white, if them white guys that's in this. But being a black
hmm
dude, man, it's another type of hell.
Yep.
And I think that's why some of these if you notice a lot of these black sales, they didn't did what they did, ended their life. I think that's the reason what contributed to them taking their life because they were black as well. Or at
hmm
least that's what I think.
Yeah, because when you're a black man, especially, you're gonna have a lot more
Yeah,
pressure.
you already got that. And it seemed like too, even when you're a black dude, that you're not on that. You a decent
hmm
black dude, you go to certain areas, they still look at you as that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
They still
speak
look at you as
proper.
one of them ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you
If you're
speak
not even on
proper.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't been in areas like that in Texas, you know what I'm saying? Uh,
Uh-huh.
you go to certain type of areas where it's nice, and even if you're driving a nice vehicle, you're dressed nice as a black dude, they still look at you as one of them ones, the other races of people.
hmm
So it's real bad. You just got a negative. People just think negatively of you when you're black. Even other black people do.
Yeah, it's like you got a target on you everywhere. Like you just want it. Like it's a worldwide bounty
Yeah,
on
I
you
be
as a
thinking to
black man.
myself like, damn. Like sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I wish I could be a white guy instead of a black guy because it's too hard. It's too difficult.
Yeah, man. Being a black man is like that movie John Wick. You just got everyone coming after you.
Yeah, everybody thinking you a thug. You walk in the store, people think you gonna steal something. Like I got money. I ain't no thief. I got cars. Got my own crib. I ain't work. I don't do nothing, no type of illegal activity. Like I'm not on that.
hmm Even when you a hardworking black man, you know you working, doing the right thing. People always still want to try and stereotype you. That's the
Right.
insane part. That's why I'm always telling men, you know, not even for just for like dating. You know, I tell men to get their money up. You know, keep their mind right, and if they want, you know, travel, get out of the West because it's like people over here already got a bad image of us, right? And even in other countries, you know, but I say over there, you know, from where I travel to, you know it's not as bad, but it's still there, but not like over here.
Yeah. In America, it's really bad here. You know, very bad. Well, all the countries have you been, if you don't mind me asking?
I went to Puerto Rico one time. This is when I was 16 with my dad, you know. So this was a while back, you know, and I
Okay.
noticed, yeah, my father, you know, when he went out of town, you know, because he's in my life as well, you know, but you know, it's personal things. But yeah, he had took me out of the country, you know, when I was 16 and I went to Puerto Rico and I noticed, you know, people were so polite over there, you know, they asked did you want to sit down? You know, do you want
Yeah.
something? You know, you went to a little taco restaurant over there. People were very nice over there.
But
And
sometimes I feel like people just doing that because you're an American. They know you're an American, so they probably,
yeah,
yeah. I don't think they really nice today. I don't know. I don't know. But
yeah, because
sometimes
I
I
will
just be
say
feeling
this
like
though.
people just
Oh,
nice
you go ahead.
because. Oh, go ahead. What was you saying?
I was gonna say I will say this though, because you are right. People do treat you a certain way when you travel because you're American, and we got to
Right,
look
right.
into in their culture. They may be a little bit more sneakier because it's like they're kind of raised up to be like a little more respectful. So that's why I think on the topic, you know, I didn't want to get into it. Like when it comes to like passport bro men getting fooled, I think a lot of these guys get fooled is because they can't decipher like real genuineness from like fake genuine people. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, because I always thought that maybe they was kind of being, just they was just being extra nice to you because they know you're an American and they know that you're coming from another country, so they're gonna act a certain type. You know how people do when they
Yeah.
see new people.
And they
They're gonna
might
try
think
to
you have
impress people.
money as well.
Hmm. Yeah, Puerto Rico is like a poor country, ain't it?
Yeah, Puerto Rico is a poorer country, so that's the one thing I noticed when I was over there, But that's the thing, like an older guy was telling me over there, older Hispanic guys, like people were raised up, to be more nicer there, to con people and get what they want, So a
Right.
lot of these guys don't know that. So
That's why I don't understand about these. I never understood passport guys. I thought it was BS. Me personally. You know.
yeah, because a lot of these men, that's the thing that a lot of these guys like Austin Holderman, I'm sure you probably didn't heard of him.
No, I've never heard of Austin Hogan. I
Yeah,
have
Austin Holderman.